Welcome, YouTube world. Just wanted to do a quick rant. Originally in my video I had some background music, but I found it was actually too distracting even though the volume was low. And I just wanted to talk to you about my experiences on YouTube. Now it's been about a year since I've been on, and wanted to give you a quick little update on something I'm going to be trying. So, today was an interesting day actually, because today, almost to the day, not quite, I've been on YouTube for about a year now, give or take a couple of weeks, okay? And I know that people like numbers and stuff like that, like what are the stats, how much money are you making? People are always curious so that you can kind of compare, views to money, which you can't always do, and I'll talk about that in a second. So real quick, in a year, what have I done? Almost 750,000 views, close to 2 million, if not more, watch time minutes, and about 2,000 subs. I'm at 1970 right now, and every day just keeps going up. I'm getting about 300 to 330 subs a month now. So it's safe to say I'll hit the 2,000 literally like in the next couple of days or so. And so that kind of just gives you not what's going to happen to you, but what can happen to somebody like me who's an absolute nobody. Let's be honest, I'm not a 22-year-old Russian blonde bombshell, right? I'm a middle-aged, bald man talking about video games, making fun of Donald Trump, and making goofy Batman impressions. And in about 7 months, I got monetized, and in the last 2 months, I've made about $500. I've made close to $800 in total already. There are months where I get about, well, for example, in the last month I got about 90,000 views on my channel, and I think I made about $220 or $230 for 90,000 views. Yet the month before I had about 15,000 views less, but instead of about $220, $225, I made $256. So it just kind of shows you again, it's not always about the views equals the dollar sign. Okay, like there was a month where I got almost close to the one that I had at $256, and I made $92 that month. So it really shows you that you cannot just go, how many views is how much money. You can sort of get a rough estimate, but you sort of kind of can't either. It's kind of confusing. I think it has to do, I don't want to speculate, but I'm going to. I think it has to do with how many people are maybe also clicking on the ads and not just skipping them. I don't know how it all works, but I wanted to share that with you because I've been at this for about a year. I'm not an expert. I'm not claiming to be, but with all due respect, after posting, going on almost 1,000 videos on my channel, I have a little bit of experience, just a little bit. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. I think I've said this before in my 1,000 subscriber video. Isn't it funny how anytime I post a video that I think is gonna do okay, it doesn't. It gets 15, 20, 30, 40 views, which, let's be honest, that's the average views on my videos. But then I'll post something like how to aim down the sights on a gun in Red Dead Redemption 2. How do you redeem your legacy pack for Hitman 2? How do you customize your NBA 2K roster? Bang, 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 50, 60, 70, not all of them, but some of them 80,000, almost 100,000 views. It's absolutely ridiculous. Or what can you do offline with Call of Duty Modern Warfare? It's pretty obvious what you can normally do. It's not a perfect video. I left out some information because I didn't know all the details because I have the digital version. But the point of what I'm getting at is don't ever think, well, who's going to watch this? You're already thinking it. You're already interested in making that video. Do it. Because of all the money that I've made, close to, I'm just giving you a ballpark, it's about $800 that I've made since the summer, since like June, July when I got monetized. Because I started posting videos seriously, like really working on my channel, like actually doing stuff around Red Dead Redemption 2, which was a year ago. And like I said, I'm close to 900 videos. I think out of those 900 videos, that's a lot of videos. There's only 10, maybe 15 videos that are really making me money. Like a decent amount of money. Like I think my NBA one alone made me like $150, like alone. So never, ever doubt yourself. Just do it. If you're interested in doing it, just do it. Like my Let's Plays, I love doing Let's Plays. I love doing sit-down rants like this. This is actually the type of video I prefer doing more than anything else, where I just flap my gums, look into the camera, fire up the microphone, and just have at it. No script, no notes, just right off the cuff. But I know that this video is going to get like 4 or 5 views, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going to treat it as though I have 1 million people that are going to watch me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk differently. I'm not going to act differently. Which brings me to a bit of my rant. Funny enough, today I posted a video on an update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and apparently I came across as hostile and attacking the viewers, and it actually flabbergasted me so much that I had to go back and watch my own video to see what people were talking about. And oh, this guy's acting, thumbs down, don't like him, dude, what's your issue if you don't like YouTube? Don't post videos, you're the worst YouTuber I've ever seen, ha ha ha. And I'm sitting here going, first of all, it's going to sound really rude, but I'm being dead serious. I don't give 2 shits what people think. If it's positive, of course that's great. If it's negative, it doesn't faze me. Listen, I know I'm not Shroud when I play Call of Duty. I know I'm not PewDiePie funny when I'm trying to do some Batman impressions. I know I'm never going to be any of these other people. I'm going to be me. That's why I try to be a little bit different. That's why I try to not just talk about video games like most video gamers on YouTube. If I think Trump is a dingleberry, which I do think he is, I will just tell you, I think the dude is a straight up dotard. That's it. There's no sugarcoating it. You're dividing your base right there, because there's always going to be people for you and against you. You could be a part of the absolute worst group in the world, which in my opinion would be something like ISIS. They still have a big following. So it doesn't matter how crazy or not crazy you are, how hateful or loving you are. There's going to be people that hate you. I think I've even said this quote before in my 1,000 subscriber video, which is a good one, which is my own. And I'm sure it's been said by other people. You could donate to the entire world, everybody in the entire world. You could give everybody $1 million, a nice home, a nice car. And you know what's going to happen? You're still going to have haters. You're still going to have people that get in your face that are like, oh, what, you think you're so good because you gave me some money? What, you think you owe me now, bitch? Okay? You cannot win with people. Which is why it sounds corny, it sounds cliche, but it's true. Be yourself. You can try and be something else. Like, I'm not really Batman. Wow. Okay? But I am a silly, goofy, dry humor, sarcastic kind of guy. That's just who I am by nature. That's just my personality. So whether I'm having a cuckoo moment and I'm talking to myself, or I'm talking to 100 people, or I'm talking to one person, or I'm talking to my dog, it doesn't change. I am consistent throughout. Mind you, I am bipolar. So the point with that is, you could maybe see some mood differences in between my videos. That's completely possible because of what I just said. But ultimately, I'd like to think I'm still the same person. That's why I try to be a little bit different at the end of my videos. Like when I always say, hey guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. And I'll make sure when you wake up, your kids know that Santa Claus doesn't exist. Or whatever. Or I'll make sure when you play the game, you fall off the boat, you get eaten by a dolphin, by a killer dolphin, and he shits you out. You essentially are going to become dolphin poop. And some people are like, dude, that's not funny, or why are you being so hostile to your viewers? I never said I was funny. Did it say anywhere in my description of my YouTube channel that I'm a comedian? No. I might put it in someday. I enjoy just being a smartass. That's just who I am. I'm not claiming to be funny. I'm not claiming to, oh my god, that was so funny, I'm going to fall out of my chair and have a hernia. No. I want to be different, because what do most YouTubers do? And don't get me wrong, YouTubers that'll be way better than I'll ever be, that I could ever dream of. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Make sure. How about piss off? How about what if I don't like you? What if I think you're a one-hit wonder and I just wanted to watch your video and that's it? Whatever happened to that? Make sure you give it a thumbs up. What if they didn't like the video? You're not going to give them the option to maybe give it a thumbs down, but then give them a little consequence if they do. It's just being goofy. It's just being silly. Listen, you got people like PewDiePie. They're extremely goofy and silly. You got a guy who I have a lot of respect for as a person, but with all due respect, I can't stand him in the sense of I can't watch his content. It's just not for me. Jacksepticeye. Oh, welcome to the channel. I don't even know what he's saying in the beginning, but it's like really crazy. And that was a terrible impression, and that's kind of the point. But almost 23 million subs. How can I argue with his success? I'm not. I'm just saying everybody has someone for them. That's it. I'll have a small gathering, a small group of people, my little 2,000 people. Okay? He's got his 22 million. That's great. But that's my point. He's just being himself. He's being goofy. He's being silly. Then you have people like Keemstar, who I think is a dingleberry. And I think he's a racist who's doxed people, falsely accused people of being a child molester and stuff like that. Really not funny things at all that people think are funny. Oh, loosen up, dude. Urges all his people to type in the N-word. Yeah, it was 10 years ago. Boo-hoo. My point is, you'll have those people being okay with that, but they're not okay with my behavior, saying, if you don't like the video, I'll make sure when you play the game you fall off the boat. And like, what? I'm being hostile? Come on now. You don't know what hostile is. Seriously. And I'm not going to stop being who I am because of some criticism. But funny enough, around the 1 year mark, which was today, is actually the video that I posted is the one that's actually gotten the most negative feedback. One guy called me an uneducated bum. How did he know? No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, even if it was someone I knew, even if it was my own parents, like, I don't care about negativity. It used to bother me as a really young kid. I cared too much about what people thought. And I was bullied a lot and I was ridiculed like you have no idea. And it got to me. It drove me mental. Now, I woke up someday, like a good 20-something years ago. I woke up one day and the not give a shit t-shirt went on my back and it just never came off. It stayed on. It's imprinted, embedded in me. And like I said, right now, I am having a blast. I'm having the time of my life. I'm talking about bullshit. And I'm getting paid for it. And I'm meeting some cool people. It's not just about the money, but let's be honest. And I can be honest, and I don't care. I am, right now, probably the most financially broke YouTuber you will ever meet in your life. I don't care. Well, I mean, I care that I have no money, but I don't care that you go, oh, what a broke-ass bitch. Like, I just don't give a shit. I don't let the lack of money define who I am. Just like if I ever did come across some more money, like I've been doing a little bit lately, I don't want to let that change who I am. It's obviously maybe going to make me a little bit more happy, obviously, because I'll be able to buy more games, buy more gadgets. Like who wants to hear a review on an old iPhone 6? No one wants to hear that. That shit's so old. It's like, you know what I mean? I'd love to talk to you about the iPhone 11. Sure, I'd love to have one. I'd love to have the new Note, just to compare them. But, I ain't got $2,400 Canadian to do that, right? That's like a quarter of what I make in a year, for crying out loud. So I would love to do that. More money would bring more opportunity, more things I'd be able to do. Buy a 4K camera so that you can see every little intricate line in my face, because I want you to see that. I know I'm kind of going all over the place. That's why it's called a sit-down rant. But that is my experience on YouTube. It's been really good. Oh, and before I forget, I am truly, obviously thankful for the people that are watching me, that are supporting me by subscribing and all that, liking the videos, because it does give me an idea of what people like and don't like. And obviously, it sounds so corny, like without you, it'd be nothing, but it's true. If the people don't watch you, if they don't click on your videos, if they don't subscribe to you, you don't get monetized, you don't get paid, you end up being a zero. You end up being a nobody. Not that I'm a somebody, but I'm a little something. So, anyhow, wow, 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say, other than I'm very grateful. I'm super excited to see where this goes from here. Normally, it only gets better. No matter who you are, no matter how good or terrible you are on YouTube, it usually, your numbers don't decline. They slowly grow. Slowly, more people gravitate to you. More people know about you. The algorithm, the more you post and all that. And the more money you're going to start making, the more views. Like, it's just going to grow. And that's what's been happening to me over the last 12 months. It's every month, slowly but surely, I'm getting a little bit more subs than I was before. I'm getting a little bit more views than I was before, right? So it's like, I think it's kind of like the snowball effect, but sometimes you're going to hit a plateau, and that's happened. And I'm okay with that. So anyhow, this is pretty much the end of this video, because right now I'm like, my ADHD brain is just going like all over in different places. I don't even know what to talk about right now. So it's been a great ride so far. Thanks to the people that have stood by my side. And legitimately, like, all kidding aside now, I'm not trying to be sarcastic or anything. If you ever do get offended, that's not my intent. Like, plain and simple. If I come across as hostile, maybe I did, but that wasn't my intention. You would know if I was. I just like messing around, goofing around. If I was truly hostile, you would know, because I would comment back on somebody who says something really derogatory, and you would just simply know. So anyways, as always, you know it's coming. It's not going to be funny, but you know it's coming. If you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. But I'll make sure when you go back to your YouTube channel, it's gone. All your videos are gone. You're locked out. You're banned from YouTube. They'll remember your IP. You won't be able to create another account. You're gone. And if you had any views and any monetization, it's coming my way. Yes, I was kidding. Pathetic that I even have to state that, because apparently I'm being hostile. And if you want to subscribe to the channel before you get deleted, before you get canceled, obviously that would be great. And if not, well, thanks for stopping by anyways. And as always, take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And I shall see you all in the next video. Bye now.